Hey guys, it's Comcast here. Today is Saturday, October 7th. We are back at Great Adventure. Main reason I came today on a Saturday is because the weather didn't look too bad. Well, the weather looked bad, which means crowds shouldn't be too bad. So we'll see if that winds up being the case. Also, I wasn't able to film it, obviously, because I was driving. But speedy parking is now open. I personally haven't decided to buy it quite yet because I don't know if you can use preferred. I'm still waiting on an answer. And once I do get that answer, I'll let you guys know because I'll buy it then. But basically, they have a lane dedicated all the way back by the Hurricane Harbor entrance that you enter in. It's all the way to the right for speedy parking. And you lead yourself up there and eventually get to the toll booth. And you just glide right through, supposedly. I haven't seen it in action, but like I said, once I find out for sure how it works and if you can use preferred as a Diamond or Diamond Elite, then I will definitely get it. It's $10 for pass holders to use for the entire season, which is pretty good in my opinion. Inside the park now, just waiting for Sammy and Tom to come join me, but so far it's not looking too crowded. Parking lot, like I said, not terrible, not like super dead, but not super packed either. So I guess we'll see. It looks like there's some more Conjuring and Saw merchandise for Six Flags in there, which is pretty cool. But I would like to try out the hayride sort of thing they have for Boo Fest. It brings you all the way out to the Switlick house, which I didn't know. I thought the Hunt for Boo and that were the same thing, but they're not. So I definitely want to check that out today if we get the chance. So it looks like over here there are now signs out for Saw X. Last week there weren't, or at least the week before there weren't. We also found Tom and Sammy. Been a little while since Sammy's been out here with us. He's been off working, but we came down here to Ka, and I don't know if it's open. So I guess we'll have to see. We're gonna go on Zumanjaro because it's almost completely empty. Looks like we are some of the only people back here to ride Zumanjaro. We just did 3 rides on Zumanjaro, and what's crazy about it is the wind speed down here is around 17 miles an hour. So just imagine what it's like up there. If we turn to the right, which is the direction the wind is blowing at us in, we couldn't breathe. It was so strong, caused down because of the wind. Those were some really unique rides on Zumanjaro. We rode in the middle car, hopefully to get stuck. We didn't get stuck, unfortunately, but still great 3 rides. Sammy, how was it?
Good as always.
Tom?
Yep, it's Zumanjaro. I'm glad we got 3 rides. It's more than we'll typically do.
Zumanjaro with wind that we never experienced before. So definitely want to try out some other rides. And oh, there goes Ka right now. Let's see if it rolls back. There's people on it too. Oh, it's in boost mode. That's not rolling back. Just for some perspective on the wind, that umbrella was over here and now it's over there. I was just informed that pictures, the new picture system is slowly rolling out to rides. It is already on Nitro and I have the picture pass. So I'm really excited to hopefully be able to share some on-ride pictures in the vlogs the first time in a very long time. So we'll see what happens with that. New banner over here for Saw X, nice photo op. Now we're gonna go for a spin on Boo's Wagon Wheels. So this is the other Kids Boo Fest exclusive ride. You can enter just past Harley Quinn in the corner here and it takes you all the way out to the Switlick house, which I'm sure a lot of you didn't even know exists. So we're gonna go check it out. Now made it to the Switlick house. There's a lot of history here. The Switlicks were the people who originally owned the property that Great Adventure now sits on. And the house has been, I believe, abandoned for a while now because it's very old and I don't think anyone wants to live all the way back here anymore. But look at this. Haven't been able to see this in years. They got their little maintenance area or garage there and the house right here. Really cool. That's awesome. Some graves over there. Boo's Wagon Wheels is honestly one of the coolest things the park has done in a very long time. If you couldn't figure it out through our commentary and whatnot, basically the hayride takes you all the way back to the old Switlick house. Like I said, they own the property, and honestly that is like such an great adventure thing in terms of like I wouldn't expect to see that here. It's been over a decade since the haunted hayride was a thing at the park, and to see something similar come back, of course without the scares, is really, really awesome. And I hope they're willing to expand upon it in years to come, because that is one of just the coolest things I've experienced at this park in a while. Tom?
It is so great to see a historic piece of great adventure. The Switlick property has so much history here. And like I said on the trail, I hope that this performs well enough to at least make them consider bringing back the haunted hayride. You would have to rework the route because of where it used to go is now developed into rides. You get really cool views of the coasters, and I hope that there's more to come on this front because that was really cool.
Sammy?
That is actually one of the coolest things I think I've ever done here. And considering that the 50th anniversary is next year, maybe they're testing something?
Maybe.
Who knows? I guess we'll find out next year, right?
I did hear though that Brian was the spearhead of this, the new park president, so shout out to Brian for that, because I'm really, really happy to see more of the property being utilized in everyday park operations. It's really, really cool. And if you're coming to Fright Fest on a weekend when Boo Fest is going on, go check that out because it's really, really cool. I'm gonna go take a stop in the RIP Lounge because Sammy didn't get the chance to check it out yet. I really do like this lounge though. It's nice to have. I'm not sure if you can just like walk in or not. There's something cool over here too, is they took the Coca-Cola thing from the gaming lounge and threw it over here, which is pretty cool. I really do wonder what they're gonna wind up doing with this space in the future, because obviously they've set it up pretty well now so that they can kind of just swap out all this theming every now and then for different events like Holiday in the Park. I could see them keeping this place open as a place to kind of warm up, go play some Xbox, sit around, keep the bar, and just swap out these guys for Santa Claus and elves and stuff like that. So I really am curious to see how they continue to modify this lounge as we go. And as of right now, you don't need a wristband to come in here, you just kind of walk in. So I'm not sure what the situation is with that as far as later on when Fright Fest starts, but I guess we'll see. Now we're gonna go for a ride on Nitro to hopefully get our on-ride pictures for the first time this year. There are these new signs as well that are heavily hinting at the new color scheme coming to Nitro. I know previously I'd reported we'd be seeing the repaint come for the 2023 season, though we did see the trains repainted, so I'm thinking the track and supports will be repainted for the 2024 season. We'll have to wait and see. I know a lot of people are debating what the color scheme will be. Personally, I think it'd look cool if they kept the blue supports and repainted the track gray to kind of make it look a little different from other coasters, as opposed to reverting that, doing gray supports and blue track, because that would look exactly like Orion at Kings Island. Either way though, repaint on this ride will look great.
Nitro.
Let's go!
As you guys saw, we got our pictures. I'm just taking a look in here. This is what the new photo booth setup is. A giant screen over there. And all the pictures here, you can either scan the QR code or take that code down and add it to your account if you have the media pass. I'm not sure if you can actually purchase them just for one time, but I was able to get them on my account through PomVom or whatever it's called. It's the new digital media pass. Really, really cool. So definitely gonna see what other rides have this, but I'm really liking it so far. Right here over by the entrance to the Golden Kingdom Adventure Outpost, we have this new directional board specifically for Fright Fest. Really cool that they have this, because I know a lot of people get really confused with where stuff is. So it points you in the direction of all the different mazes they have at the park, or at least the ones that are on this side of the park. And they also have some of the Boo Fest stuff that's over here, like the Hunt for Boo and of course Kids Boo Fest and the RP Lounge. So pretty cool. Now we're gonna go on Toro to see if the on-ride pictures are accessible on this yet, since they were on Nitro. I'm also going to check Medusa, Lantern, Superman, and Cock, because I am really curious now. Just did 3 rides on Toro, pretty much all in the back car. Unfortunately, no pictures. The screens are in there and the system is on, but I didn't see the camera flashing, so that kind of told me, and then we went over to the booth. They were not on, no pictures were being displayed, so hopefully on our next visit, but tour was running pretty good. And it's weird because last time I rode it, it was really wet out and rainy, and that first turn you flew through. Today, it was very slow through the turn, but the rest of the layout was fast, so it was good. Sammy, you'll be working here in a couple minutes.
I will.
How was it?
It was really good.
Yeah? How was it?
Oh, it was awesome.
Tom?
Great rides as always. It's El Toro, you know what to expect.
So it looks like they're going to be having a breast cancer awareness run through the park. That will be the 2-mile course, and this way will be the 1-mile course. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'll be attending. I'm not sure when it is, but it's nice to see that they're doing that to raise awareness. Sammy decided to make a stand here for 20 minutes for it to not open on time, so Sammy has to go work. Goodbye, Sammy. We bailed on Conjuring. We're going to go ride Lantern. As you guys saw, the pictures are on for Green Lantern. Here they are. Now, obviously the photo booths are all closed. Thankfully, I can kind of just like look through here and take a look. So I was able to scan ours and get them in. But so far, we got Nitro, we got Lantern. I didn't see Superman's booth even appear to be ready. And Superman and Medusa haven't had booths in years, so I'm not expecting them to be ready too quick. Like I said, Toro is offline right now, but we got Lantern and Medusa, not Medusa, Nitro. And Lantern was actually running really good. The rain definitely didn't help it. As you guys can see, it kind of started raining pretty good now. Tom, how was Lantern?
I'm sure you can tell from that picture how uncomfortable we were in the ride, but it was literally only because of the rain. The ride itself was running really nicely.
That was your first time on it. How was it?
I liked it. The rain hurt, but everything else was fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Didn't mind it at all.
Like I said, we were gonna go on Superman, but the photos don't appear to be open, so I'm not sure if I really want to do that. But we'll check back with you guys in a little bit. We definitely made a good call because Conjuring still didn't open yet. It's 4:24, so just know that, especially with this maze and Saw X, they may open late because they're not run by Six Flags. They're run by an exterior company or alternative company, so they're not always going to open on time. So just be aware of that. But Conjuring is very popular and gets a giant line, so also be mindful of that. Looks like over here they actually have a little corn maze set up too for Boo Fest. You see right there. Yeah, it is. It's the Crazy Corn Maze. Then they have a hay bale maze over there too. So, like I said, I mean, Kids Boo Fest has a lot of great offerings. We checked out earlier today the haunted, well, not so haunted hayride all the way back to the Switlick property. So you also have that and the Hunt for Boo over here by Mine Train and Medusa. So lots of different things for little kids to do here at Boo Fest. Time to go for a ride on Mine Train. I could be wrong here, but it looks like Best of the West has a brand new roof. That definitely looks fresh. So good to see some TLC going into one of the classic original buildings of the park. Ride on Mine Train and the back car done. And that was actually the one ride with a line. It was kind of weird. Station filled up out of nowhere, but it was really good. Colin, that was your first time on it?
Yeah.
How did you like those airtime moments at the end?
It was cool and janky.
Yeah. Tom?
It's Mine Train. It's a classic. All the frequent followers know that this ride has a special place for me. It's because I used to operate it, but great ride.
So over here at Medusa, it looks like they actually repaired parts of the photo booth. It was kind of in rough state, but now it's got new shutters, it's got some new wood. Does not look like it's open, unfortunately, so we probably won't be able to get the pictures.
See in the unreleased as of this video, Tom-sanctioned Hollywood vlog, that the shutters were open the other day. There's purple bricks in there. You'll see it eventually as soon as I Dropbox those clips to you, Colin. But,
exactly.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Hopefully it's open soon.
Yeah, I really want to get my pictures from this because last time pictures were able to be gotten from Medusa/Bizarro was 2016. Same with Superman, so I am really looking forward to finally being able to get some on-rides from this.
This absolute madman is trying to peer under the door.
It's very hard to tell which is us. So if you peer under here, you can actually access them, but it's not set up right. It's got King Daka's picture on it, and I couldn't get the video to load. I also didn't exactly get our row. I got the row in front of us, but you could see us. So definitely a little bit of kinks that still need to be worked out. I don't think it's supposed to be open yet. It's probably why it's closed off, but hey, I got something out of it. And with regards to the arena, we were able to see from multiple rides that the stage has been pretty much fully demolished now. So it's basically created a giant opening for them to get in with a wrecking ball or whatever excavator type machine they're gonna wind up using to tear down the rest of the arena. So they're moving very fast on arena demolition, which is really great to see. I am gonna make a video about what will be coming here because we have some ideas, let's just put it that way. And as for Flash, we haven't really seen anything new other than that one machine that appeared in the the current catering area. I don't know if the catering area is still being used. So we're gonna definitely be keeping an eye on both coaster projects, but lots of exciting stuff coming soon to Great Adventure. So we came over to Superman because I was curious if the photo booth would be open. It's not, but it's the same situation as Medusa where you can barely see inside. So we just booked our Skip the Lines and we're gonna go take a ride on it. The camera is right there. So as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of this ride. The only reason I'm really riding it is for the on-ride video. So we'll see how it goes. Got off of my favorite ride in the park, Superman. I'm gonna leave my comments about this ride in my head, but you know how it goes. I ran over here to make sure we got the pictures because we were stuck on the brake run for a while. We did get it, as you guys saw, so that was cool. I'm out of breath though. Tom, how was it?
Well, if it's your favorite ride, it's my favorite ride too, and pretzel loop.
Yeah. Colin?
I don't have a comment on that. Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Just got off Ka. No video, at least yet, unless I found one and then put it in the video, but it was great. Got a row 2 ride. Colin got a back row ride.
Yeah.
Dragster or Ka?
Back for back, Dragster rode better in the back, I think. But
I agree.
Got front row on Ka, and that's better.
Yes, definitely. Now we're gonna go on Zumanjaro. Zumanjaro was great. It was really cool with the sky. I mean, you guys saw from that little clip of Ka. The sky was amazing. I haven't ridden Zumanjaro later in the day like this, so seeing all the lights, plus the sunset was really, really cool. Now we're gonna start making our way over to the other side of the park. Kind of forgot Fright Fest is happening today, but they're out. Decided to grab myself this Fright Fest hoodie. It says Great Adventure on the sleeve, and the back design's pretty cool too. Over here at Barnstormer, they do have some nice gravestones over here, but Barnstormer has yet to open still. I really am wondering at this point when it's going to open. I know the park wants it open, that's for sure. As far as I know, it's just about ready to go. I don't really know what it's waiting on. I know it's waiting on something, but I don't know what that something is right now. But keep checking back on this ride because it'll open eventually. Now we're gonna go for a night ride on Nitro using Skip the Lines because the line got really long. Nitro had a little bit of downtime, so it looks like they're taking off the trouble terrain and then we'll be getting on. Nitro at night was good. Unfortunately, the spotlight for the light of the camera only covers the left side of the train, so you probably can't even see me, but oh well. It was running great at night, and now we're gonna get food and then leave. Prices have really gotten high here at Fatburger. $20 for a Fatburger.
Started the season at $15.99.
And $11 for a shake. Also, something I forgot to mention earlier, there's a new kettle corn stand right next to the parachutes over on the boardwalk, and a small bag of kettle corn is actually included as a snack on the meal plan. So for all you kettle corn lovers out there, definitely go check it out. Well, that is going to conclude our time here at Great Adventure for another night of Fright Fest. We originally came because the weather wasn't looking great, so that means usually a good time to come. And it started off really dead, but as the weather became clearly not bad, Crowds rolled in, that's for sure, and it got pretty crowded. So we're heading out. It's around 8:19 now, so it was a good day. Came in here, got a few rides in, a lot of rides in actually. Got to check out the new photos, got to go all the way out to the Switlick property. So overall, it was a great time hanging out with Sammy, Colin, and of course, Tom. How was today?
Yeah, glad we came when we did. As soon as the rain stopped, the crowds picked up, but we got plenty of rides in. It was really cool to see the Switlick property, which honestly didn't even feel like today because the weather was all over the place and so were the crowds. So, I don't know, the timeline's kind of muddled, but all in all, we made the most of it. Great day.
Absolutely. If you guys enjoyed today's vlog, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.